Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So first off, I would like to wish you guys a happy new year, and I really hope you had a fantastic festive period, and I hope you guys have a really healthy and happy 2018. So since everything has quietened down, I thought I would sit down and share with you the next part of my favourites of 2017. So today I'm going to be focusing solely on the nail polishes that I have really loved and used so much this year. They may not have been released in 2017, but these are the ones that I have been using the most. So if that's something you're interested in, then just keep on watching. So to make it easier, I've gone ahead and split it into categories, and first up I'm going to share with you the indie polishes. So to start with, I have the 70s Trio by Different Dimensions, and this was released this year. This is a seriously epic collection of seriously beautiful polishes. The first one is this gorgeous blue and it's called Bomb. Then we have the neon pink and this is called OMG, probably my favourite summer polish. And next up we have the neon yellow, which is called Dope. If you could get your hands on these, I would highly recommend them. Next up we have my favourite polishes from the brand Glistening Glow, and first up we have Mantis Atop Mountains. Then we have this really beautiful lilac, which is called Hand Jiving Hula Hoops. Next is Jukebox and Jitterbug, and the little peach one is called Doo Wop and Drive-Ins. These all water marble beautifully and are all one coat polishes. Next we have my favourite polishes from the brand Fair Maiden Lacquer, and I only have 3 of these. I have more, but these ones are the ones I reach for most. So first up we have Sweet Honeysuckle, then we have Darin, and the yellow one is called Fiesta Siesta. Again, these polishes water marble really well and they have amazing formula. Next we have Painted Polish by Lexi. I only own these two, but they are firm favourites of mine. I love the formula of these. First we have Concrete Camouflage, which is just a really beautiful grey hollow. Next we have Granite Galaxy, which is a sort of navy black hollow. Again, beautiful polishes and they just perform so nicely. Moving on to a brand you've heard me mention many times on my channel, and that's Ice Cream Nails. I love the packaging of these polishes. They are super cute. So first up we have the pale pink, which is Vovolicious. Then we have this beautiful watermelon type colour called Gummy Bear. And finally the baby blue, which is called Blue Heaven. Next we have a few randoms, and the first up, this is Never Enough Unicorn Flower. I have used the life out of this polish until the name actually rubbed off. Next we have A England Excalibur, again amazing formula and looks amazing as an accent nail. Finally we have Madame Glam Your Majesty. Next we move on to another brand that you may have seen me mention time and time again, and that is HJ Manicure. They are a UK based indie brand and they have completely disappeared off of social media and stopped posting, and plus their site's down, so I don't know if they've discontinued. If they have, it is totally sad, but they haven't actually said anything on social media. But my favourite ones from their brand are Midnight Sky, which is a seriously beautiful metallic blue. Then we have Caramel Latte, which is the perfect nude for any skin tone. And finally we have Peach Blossom, which is a more pinky nude. Again, I absolutely love it as a base for all types of nail art. And finally we have the most perfect grey ever, and that's Sub-Zero. So next up we have a couple of blue polishes by Emily DeMolly. I actually got these for my birthday and I love them. So first up we have Gazing Upwards, which is a really light blue with a gold sort of shimmer running through it. And then we have Reign of Osiris, which is a blue hollow. Next we're moving on to a couple of randoms, and by randoms I mean I only own these two from each collection. I have had others but they haven't really lasted, but these ones I absolutely adore. So first up from 90 we have Cranberry Sauced, and from Graceful we have Rainbow Explosion. Again, two seriously beautiful polishes. Moving on, we have some of my favourite polishes from the brand Starley, and first up we have one I love to use as a topper, and that's Big Bang Flurry. I mean, it's just like stars in a bottle, it is stunning. Then we have Starley Damsel, again another polish that looks amazing as an accent nail. It's got an almost lilac finish and that hollow is just so strong. And finally we have the blue, and this is called Orion's Bell, and as you could see, again, it's just a blue jelly base with so much hollow. Now we have again another couple of randoms, and this is KB Shimmer, What Are You Waiting For? This is more of a linear holo, and it's just the perfect icy blue. I adore it. And finally we have Elegy Lavender Fluff. Again, I only own this one, but it's a beautiful polish. Now we have a couple of my most used pipe dream polish, and these are ones that I gravitate to most. And first up we have Carbonado Luster, and this is like a black and silver holo. I have nothing like it in my collection, and it is just beautiful. And then we have the silver holo, and this one is called Prism Drops. Again, these water marble perfectly, and it is just the perfect silver holo. Next we move on to two of my most loved I Love nail polish, and this brand is one I have tried lots of, but these two polishes are the only two I own at the moment, so that's a testament to how much I love them. So first up I just showed Shoreline, and this one is called Happily Ever After, and again beautiful hollow polishes, and I just could not part with them. So now moving on to another brand you've seen me mention lots of times on this channel, and that's Polish My Life. I love their glitters, but their cream polishes are some of the best polishes I've ever tried. So first up we have Deep Sea Gems, and this is just a beautiful polish with lots of flakies and a blue base. And then we have Plumberry Sugar, which as you can see is just a purple. So now we have some colours by Lero. This is a brand I have tried lots of, but these are the ones that stay with me because they mean so much to me. So first we have Meet Me Over the Rainbow Bridge, and this was one a friend sent me when my little dog died, and it means the absolute world to me, and it's such a beautiful polish. We then have Courage, Brains and Heart. And this was a limited edition Colours by Lero, but she did re-release it in 2017, so it is now readily available. And then finally we have the most ugliest bottle of polish because it's just been left sitting, but it's a gorgeous polish, and this one is called Shiny Happy People. Now we're moving on to my favourites from the Pretty Serious collection, and again I absolutely adore their polishes. First up I have this really pale pink, and this one is called Use the Quartz Lone Star, and this was part of the Pantene Duo. Then we have Peachy Poo, which is part of the Pet Names collection, and then we have Can't Take the Sky, which was the second polish in the Pantene Duo. And finally we have B-Sod, which as you know is just my favourite polish of all time. If I could buy 10 bottles of this, I absolutely would. Next we have a couple of polishes from Ella and Mela, and this is one brand that I wish was more readily available in the UK. Their polishes are simply stunning and they apply like a dream. First up we have Nude Attitude, and next we have Beach Resort Blue. These polishes are outstanding, and I cannot tell you how great these perform on the nail. Next up we have one of my favourite brands of indies, and from them these are three of my all-time favourite polishes. First up we have Disco King. This is a seriously beautiful blue jelly holographic. We then have Blue Vinyl. The label got missing in transport, but this is again an outstanding polish. And next to that, and the last one from Virago Varnish, we have Exposed, and this is the most perfect bare nail sort of nail polish. So next, moving on to my favourite floss gloss polishes, and this brand absolutely gets my vote for the cute as heck packaging. And first up from them we have Mauve Wives. I bought it for the name, but the polish itself is absolutely gorgeous. We then have Smoke on the Nail, and you may know that this is one of my favourite colours, and I'm wearing one very similar on my nails at the moment. Next up we have Biscuits, again the perfect base for all types of nail art. Beside that we have Gangsta Boo. And as you can see, this is just the perfect red. Next to that we have the Pink Nugget, and this one is a rose gold glitter polish. And then finally we have Dime Piece, which is a silver holographic polish. Next we move on to my favourite picture polishes and this is probably a brand that I have the most polishes of, and it's one I absolutely love. First we have Freya's Cats. Again, you know blue is my favourite colour, and blue with glitter is just perfect to me. Next is Heavy Metal. This is another glitter polish. And now we move on to a couple of their nudish sort of polish, and we have Bardot. And this has just the nicest little sort of shimmer to it, much the same as Posy here, but this one has more holographic glitter in it. Continuing on, we have another blue, which is my all-time favourite polish, and I could definitely see the usage line, and that's Forget Me Not. We then have Watermelon, which, as you can see, has a fill line as well. We have Bonkers, which is probably my favourite colour of all time from all of my picture polishes. Then we have Cameo, and as you know, green isn't my favourite colour, but this is so chic that I could look past it. And finally, we have Pharaoh, which again is the most beautiful accent nail. So now we move on to my mainstream polishes, and this one is another long one. But we start with my favourite Colour Clubs. Colour Club is a brand that I absolutely adore, and you really can't go wrong with their polishes. First up, we have Diggin' the Dancing Queen. Next to that, we have the most seriously beautiful combination of glitter, and this one is called Under Your Spell. And the very last one is a blue cream, and this one is called Glossy Seal. Next, we have a couple of polishes by Itsy Nails, and this is another brand that seems to have disappeared from social media and their site's down, so they may actually be discontinued now. First up, we have this really light grey, and it's called City Girl. And next to that, we have the most beautiful light blue called In Deep, and these perform like a dream and are amazing quality for the price. Now moving on to my favourite Nails Ink polishes, and as you know, I absolutely adore these polishes. And first up, we have Dream Dust. I've mentioned this lots of times, it's one of my favourite polishes. Beside that, we have Old Compton Street, which is from the Leather range, and it's a beautiful grey. Then we have my favourite nude polish, this is Queensberry Way. Next to that, we have a really baby pink, and this is again one of my favourites. It's called Shelton Street, sorry. And again, we have another really beautiful nude called Colville Muse. And finally, and the last polish from Nails Ink, we have Hyde Park Place, which again is a really beautiful dove grey. Next, we have a few polishes from the CND Vinylux range, and this is a range I absolutely love. First up, we have Soft Pop Pink, which the name speaks for itself. It's a beautiful pink polish. Next to that, we have Rouge Red, which is my all-time favourite red polish. And beside that, we have like a salmon pink, and this one is called Tropics. These all perform amazing on the nail and have great lasting power. Next up, we have my favourite China Glaze polishes, and this is a brand that I absolutely love, and I have a fair few of these in my collection. So first up, we have this beautiful blue, and it's called Fade Into Hue, and I absolutely adore it. Beside that, we have a surprise, another blue. This one is called Pearl Jammin'. And next to that, we have a beautiful lilac cream polish, and again a stunning polish and performs amazing on the nail, and this one is called What a Pansy. Next, we have one that I think everybody and their mother has in their collection, but this is China Glaze Fairy Dust, and it is just the most beautiful hollow topper that I couldn't live without. Next to that, we have Sand in My Mistletoes, which I'm not going to lie guys, it's an absolutely outstanding polish, and once on the nail, it looks flawless. Beside that, we have Haunting. And lastly, for the China Glazes, I had to mention the Christmas 2017 holiday collection. I absolutely adored this, as you know, and I used this collection pretty much single-handedly all the way out throughout all my Christmas nails. I just loved it, and I will be using it even throughout 2018 when it isn't Christmas. The quality of these polishes were just amazing, and I would highly recommend that you snap them up, because I fully intend to grab the rest in the rest of the sales. Now we move on to my favourite OPI polishes, and OPI is a brand that has stuck with me from the very beginning and I still love it today. First we have Cinnamon Sweet. This is another one that I used religiously throughout the Christmas period and I absolutely love it. We then have Mad for Madness Sake, and this was one that was gifted to me from my mum and I adore it. We have a topper next, and this one is called Alter Ego, and over any kind of base it gives the most beautiful pearlescent finish. And moving on to some of the pastel range, well actually just one of the pastel range, we have It's a Boy, but I did enjoy the pastel range very much. And next to that we have I have no idea. I'm so sorry guys, I'm getting really terrible and it's late. But we have It's in the Cloud, and that is actually from the pastel collection as well. We now have one from the Hello Kitty collection, and as you can see, it's the most beautiful baby pink, and I just love it, and it's called Look at My Bow. Next we have Stop It I'm Blushing, and again this is a beautiful nude polish that I use for all types of stamping and nail art. And the very last one from OPI is from the Liquid Sands collection, and this is Magazine Cover Mouse. What a name, eh? Next up we have a couple from Sally Hansen, and we have one from her complete range and one from the gel range. So first up we have this pink, and this one is called Cadillac Pink or Pink Cadillac, I can't actually remember, but again it's a beautiful one coat polish. Next to that we have Dark Night, and this one stamps amazing. Sticking with the blue theme, can you tell? We now have Essie Starry Starry Night, another firm favourite of mine. Next we have Eve Snow London, and this one is called Crazy Day. And a very similar one, we have Leighton Denny Purple Rain. Next we're moving on to a couple of Rimmel London polishes, and these are cheap and cheerful and I absolutely adore them. First we have this beautiful gold, and it's called Darling You Are Fabulous, and the most perfect classic red, which is called Double Decker Red. We now have a couple of MAC polishes, and these are two that I could not live without. They are simply beautiful. First we have Quick Million, which is a gold glitter with pink hexes running through it. And then we have a baby pink cream, which is called Saint Germain. Next we have a couple of polishes from the Model's Own Aquaproof collection. I actually really liked this whole collection, but a couple of my favourites from there were Orange Seal and Impassable Yellow. They are the most brightest colours I own, and they apply amazing to the nail. Next, and the very last polishes I have to share with you are from the Barry M Jelly range. As you know, I swear by this range. They are amazing polishes, and a few of my favourites are Prickly Pear. Then we have Cream Soda, which the label is sort of rubbing off by now. And the very last one, and my favourite of the bunch, is Damson, which is the most perfect blue cream polish. As you can see, my bottle is well used and well loved. So guys, that's us finally reached the end of this video, and if you stayed to the end, I absolutely appreciate it. I really hope you enjoyed a peek at my favourite polishes of 2017, and while I'm fully aware that not all of these polishes were released this year, these are just ones that I absolutely have been loving in 2017 and are my favourites. So do let me know in the comment section below which are your favourites, and as always, thank you so much for watching. And if you're new to my channel, hello, thank you for stopping by, and I do hope that you like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.